So my name is Evelina Roos and I was known as Lily DeLuxe, a burlesque performer. I'm from Stockholm, Sweden, and I performed for about 12 years internationally. And I'm here today to tell you a personal story about how I got breast cancer. I never in a million years thought this was going to happen to me, like never. And it did, and it can happen to everyone. So how I discovered that I had cancer is that in Sweden, when you turn 40, you're actually invited bi-yearly for like a routine checkup, a mammogram, a screening, scanning. But I went along thinking, oh, it's nothing. And then they did quite a lot of like extensive testing, and they did a biopsy, and I was lying there. And all of a sudden it just hit me. I was like, shit, I'm actually here and they're actually looking for cancer. When I was lying there, I thought to myself, okay, so there's a big chance that you're actually having cancer. And what if it was lethal? What if I only had 2 more years to live? And that's like a really scary thing, to just having to lie there cold and naked and pondering those kind of questions. But basically they discovered cancer and they did more tests, and by each test it got worse and worse. But they had a good plan for surgery, and I was just kind of focusing on like getting through the surgery, and I thought everything was going to be fine. Within a few weeks I actually had surgery, and because it was quite a big growth, the surgery was quite extensive. And this is now 8 months ago, so I'm still healing from that, but I'm not receiving any more treatments. And now I have like a scan coming up again, like a year after, and I'm just hoping to get cleared. I'm feeling quite good, but at the time, when I got diagnosed, when I had the surgery, and just after the surgery, it was a nightmare. Obviously, it was tough. So I started doing burlesque many years ago, and it's quite interesting that the relationship to my breasts, because I kind of liked them, but I always thought they were a little bit small at the time, and then I started performing, and then my relationship to my breasts changed quite a lot. I started to kind of see them as part of my work, and that's one way I think burlesque is really empowering. For me it was. And also what I love about burlesque is that you definitely see every kind of body on stage. And it's like really a free art form to express whatever you want to. For me, it was also always about being like taking back the narrative. So it wasn't so much that people were looking at me on stage as an object, but rather that I was subject, deciding what I wanted to show, and having that kind of play with the audience. And also the fact that it's mainly performed by women, for women, and produced by women. So in regards to burlesque being empowering, also with this cancer that I've had, or still healing from, it has also changed my relationship to my breasts even more. So going from like not being super happy to kind of being like proud. And now I have this big ass scar, and that's just something that I have to accept and live with, and kind of also be proud of in a way. So I've gone through something quite horrible, but it's kind of part of my story, and that's empowering, and that's also kind of in a way why it's not performing burlesque, but it's kind of that taking back the power. So what I think about Octbooberfest, I am excited. I'm looking forward to it. I performed at the festival before. I've been as a visitor, seen it many times as well. So it's going to be really fun. Looking forward. And I think it's great that you're doing this and actually really not just celebrating, obviously, burlesque and breasts, but also that it's connected to the risk of something serious happening to you as well. So I think it's a really great initiative.